Okay, hi everyone, back for Tag Tuesday, and Anne's set us a little heart is the thing, and with a contrasting background and straight stitch. They're the things that are on our little list today. So as you know, I made a tag with a whole heap of different things, and I was surprised to find I hadn't cut out any that had hearts on. That's just the way it went. So I thought I'd use this one with the butterflies with the flowers through, because there's this big white area here, and I've actually cut a little bit of a material because I decided I wanted to still see these edges. Got a nice little bit of this. Cats are going berserk because they think that just because they can see me, it's feeding time. So you'll probably hear the complaining in the background. All right, I want to put this on the edge. So it's been enjoyable to start to see other people's tags happening already, which is great. Now, I thought I've been using a bit of this material, which is actually from a friend's dress. A friend made a dress for a girlfriend, and this is the material. As usual, not ironed. So it's got to go in there. I want to get some of the dots. All right, let's try and get a dot in the middle. Now, for starters, I wanted to make it a bit bigger because I wanted to wonky it up a little bit. Make it a bit irregular. Hasn't quite come up as irregular. So we've got contrasting with the background. Got a little stash here. This is from something else I'm making. This. That was just from some of my offcuts from something else. But I like that edge. I've actually moved downstairs and set up so as I can get some filming done in the morning before we get too far underway of the day. Don't want that big. Okay, so I think that there's definitely a contrast here. I had thought about, oh, you know what? That's an interesting idea. What if do I want to do that? Oh, I'd thought about making it padded, but I didn't bring my batting down, so it's not going to be padded. It's just going to be what it is. Alright, I don't mind that. Let's sew it. Well, obviously there's a bit of pink today. I guess it makes sense, having a bit of pink with the heart. So let's just pin that down. There we go. All right, get that out of the way. Get a bit of thread. Oh, I know, I got some new Shishiko needles. I might try one of them. Got the new gold tip. They've got sharp. They're not super sharp. And wonder about. Let's just keep that out because maybe that will be fun for a long stitch. Scissors. Alright, how many? Two? What? Shall I do two? Yeah, why not? Okay. I'm not very talkative because I'm aware that my daughter's asleep and I don't know if I want to be too loud. Although she's upstairs, she probably can't hear me. Because what story could I tell? What story have I got to tell today? So it's really hot here. So it's very hot here at the moment. Today's going to be 37 degrees and that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And yesterday, right, so I have one or two African friends, and I made one of my African friends, he's from Nigeria, so I decided to make him what is a traditional jollof rice, but it has a lot of chilli in it. I didn't put a super amount of chilli in it because I don't think I could deal with it, and I thought if I'm making it I want to eat some too. Anyway, I only put one super hot chilli in there, but it was very delicious and I really liked it. But it's sort of given me a bit of an upset stomach because I haven't had a lot of chilli. And he said to me that the only complaint he had was there wasn't enough chilli because it didn't make his eyes water. He didn't have tears rolling down his face. Oh, all right, mate, you're on. Next time I'll put four chillies in. He's done it. He's asking for it. Anyway, it's given me a bit of an upset stomach. So Lily and I went to the beach. We just sat there. We walked and we had a bit of a paddle. We didn't go for a swim because it turned out the beach we really love was so crowded. And so we went to one just around a bit, but it was a bit smelly with seaweed, so that wasn't as nice. And I had a paddle, had a walk, had a sit on the beach. That was lovely. And then yesterday I was really feeling the effects of the chilli, so we just had a blobby day. We just did nothing. Like, I don't even know what we did. We just decided that because of Christmas and eating a bit too much and food being a bit rich and stuff, that we were feeling not 100%, and So today we've just decided to do fruit juice all day, like juices, proper juices. I've got a really good quality juicer. So today we're going to just do juicing all day. I've had a herbal tea this morning, and hopefully to get my tummy back to feeling right, which will be good. So the first juice for us for today is going to be carrot, cucumber, apple, what else? What else did I put in? I haven't made it, I'm just soaking all the vegetables because you need to soak, on my juicer, you've got to soak things like the carrots and stuff to make them a bit softer. Right, so cucumber, carrot, apple, lemon for detoxing and cleansing. And I was going to pick up some dragon fruit because it's very good for your stomach, for your digestion, but they'd gone up to $12.99 a kilo, and I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. So I thought, nope, sorry mate, not buying them at that price. And when Lily gets up, we'll have that juice, and then the next juice will be, after that we're going to have a watermelon juice. So we've got some nice fresh watermelon, and it's so warm today, 37 it'll be, so that's going to be nice to have that. That'll be a very delicious juice. Maybe I'll have another herbal tea again, and maybe my African friend can come and pick up after his work the rest of the jollof rice so I don't tempt myself to eat it, which I would because it's quite delicious. I said to him, I'm having a reaction to the chili. It's a white girl reaction. White girl inability to digest chili. Of course, you can get used to it. You can build up your body to being used to it, but it wasn't working for me this time around. And also it's summer, so it's very heating to the body, so it's made me, I'm actually feeling a bit overheated. Alright, let's see how we're going. This pink thing is getting a bit off whack, skewiff, bit skewiff. Yes, so that's the story of my African friend and my attempt to make him a traditional dish. He did like it though, he thought it was great. So my flatmate was home for a couple of days. It's a lot harder when there's three of us here. There's, it's less room in the pantry, less room in the fridge, and now she's gone off to do some house. So she's been doing some house sitting, as I said, perhaps in the last video, or another one, for her Christmas holidays, because here in Australia, of course, we get the summer holidays over Christmas, so she doesn't go back to work for another, I think, 2 weeks, I don't know. Well, it's already the 11th or 12th, whatever. What's the date? Second week already of January. Where did that go? So she's house minding, and she's away for 10 days. So it makes it it's nice for Lily and I to have some time together, hang out. And that's why I've come down here, because she's in my craft room and I just wasn't getting any videoing done. So I thought I'll try it down here today and see how we go. Now I think I need another colour, I think. Do I? I don't know. Oh, I do. I'm going to make, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a French knot in the middle of that. A big one. I'm going to make that into a flower. There you are. I love spontaneity. Oh, do I want it there though? Let's see what it looks like if I don't like it. Oh no, that's alright. I don't mind it. Go all the way around this middle bit. So I don't know, what else has been happening this week? We're always meant to do a theme on what's happening, so I don't think jollof rice should be the theme. I think health maybe is the theme for this week, with if not feeling a bit healthy, make a decision. Make a decision to look after yourself and do some good things for your body, I reckon. Maybe that's the theme. Juicing and sitting on the beach. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. I don't like, Lily and I both are very similar. Neither of us like really big, huge, massive crowds of people because we're very sensitive and we pick up all their thoughts and their emotions and we just pick up too much stuff. It's just ridiculous. So we prefer not to be in those situations. So we don't mind that the flatmate's gone away for a few days and we can just do some on the massage table swaps, bit of kinesiology, bit of therapy, and listen to some we're going to listen this week to some lovely meditation music and do some yoga. So it's actually, that is this week. This week is all about self-nurturing. Self-nurturing's the thing this week. Why not? She's had a pretty full-on time. It was the first 2 years she was out of home and in living in another state for 2 years while doing uni. So, done it hard, trying to pay her rent and study and all of that stuff. Oh, how cute is that little flower? The cat's doing her thing again, as she does. Alright. Maybe I'll get one more. Or maybe oh no, it's falling out again. Maybe I'll just cast that off and thread a bit more on. So in Australia we have a sort of a slow start to the year because it's our summer holidays, and I always found it odd when I went, like friends in America that I chat to, that basically in America you only have, just between Christmas and New Year off really, and then you're back into it because it's your winter. Probably similar with England, I guess, and other parts of Europe. Yes, there are other parts of Europe. It's not just England and America. Hello to all the other parts of Europe that are watching. And Asia, of course. What a big world we live in. How lovely. Some lovely, lovely parts of the world. Right. Yammering on. Okay, so, all right, health makes sense, but putting a heart on heart health. Okay, so heart health, let's talk about that. Right, we want to be coming in that little bit there. Heart health, what makes you happy? What brings you joy? Tell you what, doing a wonky stitch doesn't always bring me joy. Wonky going to do a big stitch there. I want to do a big petal. They're not always uniform, are they? That goes with my wonky heart. Okay, so wonky hearts, heart health, nurturing, self-nurturing, looking after your wonky heart, even though it's not perfect. That's what it is. The far from perfect heart. As long as you try, as long as you're giving it a good go. So my other business started back up again with a client yesterday after the Christmas holidays, and that was good fun, nice. At a new clinic. Well, it's an acupuncture clinic. I've been seeing the acupuncturist there for quite a while, so it was really quite good that he is letting me use a room. So I'm just working Sundays at the moment. So yes, I am filming this on a Monday because I've got to get ahead. You never know what's going to happen. And then it gives me the time. I should have filmed it on the weekend, but I just didn't. I did nothing yesterday. I just was like a big blob on the sofa. Sofa blob day after seeing the client. There we go. Right. It's interesting that somehow I managed to get things wonky. I can't do anything about that because honestly my pinking scissors are upstairs and I want to keep that edge. So everything's wonky and that's okay. Alright, casting off. I think maybe a bit of white. See if there's any. There's a bit of white. There's a bit of that variegated. I like that. I like the variegated stuff. That needle's working nicely. Well, I cheated because I just realised it was straight stitch and contrasting background. Already I've done a lazy daisy chain. Oh well. And a French knot. Oh well. Let's do some straight stitch on this bit. So how's everyone going anyway? How is everyone going getting into the new year? I think that I realise my cousin's in England. So I was born in England, in case you haven't seen a previous video. I was born in London. And my cousins are, let's see, I'll tell you where my relatives are. Don't think I've ever said that before. So I've got a cousin and his wife around the Malvern area. I've got a cousin and his children around the Bristol area, and his mum, my auntie, and my uncle just died, so she was getting her COVID shot this week. They are around Bristol. And another cousin is, I think they're in Sheffield, up near York. So, and I visited all those people. My other auntie is in, where's that place? Not Malmesbury. Oh, Malmesbury. No, Malmesbury. Oh no, she's in Malmesbury, and my other cousin is in. Is it Malvern? Anyway, my mum's sister, my auntie, is around the Malmesbury area. And I did stay with her for a little while when I visited, and I went down to St Ives and around Cornwall. Now, I don't know if I want to fill in anymore. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit more here. That seems a little bit empty. And my uncle that died and his wife, before they were down at Severn Beach near Bristol, they lived around, where did they live? Well, somewhere around in that middle bit down there, near Malmesbury, somewhere in around there. And anyway, when I stayed with them when they were there, that was in a long time ago, the year 2000, I think. They took me and I was able to visit all around where my dad grew up, which was around Hemyock and Devon. So my family, although I was born in London, Mum and Dad met and married in Hemyock. All right, now this is going to require a little bit more. I think I might like just a one thread. What have I got? Yeah, so when they took me around there, I think I just want some white. They showed me everywhere that Dad grew up, because Dad passed Dad passed 30 years ago. Right, how am I getting this off? There. And they showed me where he played cricket and rugby, and I'll just do one strand. And they took me for clotted cream and jam on scones. Now, I didn't realise there's a big controversy. So apparently there's a big controversy about whether you put your jam or your cream first. So, okay, you people that are from the UK and are watching, what goes first, the jam or the cream? Now, should I tell you? I shall tell you what I do. I think that it's really nice with the cream dolloped on the top. That's my thought. The thing is in Australia, our cream is a lot runnier. So clotted cream is like really thick. So to me, you could spread it like butter and then put the jam on the top. But here in Australia, when we would make them, you basically could only just about spread you'd have to kind of spread the cream like a bit like, well, it would just run off, basically. So you kind of do have to put it underneath and get the jam to secure it onto the scone. Well, anyway, when you have clotted cream, I reckon you put the jam on first and then you put a dob of the clotted cream. That cat's being naughty. I've got the spray bottle. She doesn't like it. Give her a spray because I think she's telling me she's running the house. As we all know, cats think they run the house. But I've got to pan her out a bit because of her IBS. She can't just be eating every half an hour. Give her 3 little kibble biscuits and she'll be starving again. So she's got to be stretched out with her IBS. Anyway, what was I talking about? Scones. Oh, now I'm hungry. So talking about food on a day, we've decided to do a fruit and vegetable fast. And I'm talking about food. There you go, already. Can't do it. Hungry now. No, gonna do it. We'll go and get. Anyway, so I got to have traditional clotted cream on scones with my auntie and uncle, which is lovely. I'm just keeping to the straight stitch, as Anne said. I think am I all over the place today? Or maybe I am. Just goes to show when you don't do a video, you just be in your own head. I think I'm doing well, and then I realised as soon as I turned the camera on that my thoughts are going all over the place. And that's okay. Alright, so the good thing about this particular edge is that I've used a salvage edge here, and so even though that's frayed, that edge, do that way. That's not going to fray and come undone. So I think that's good. I reckon I can get another line in to secure that. Now I used glue last week. I used a bit of glue. I probably will do glue at times. I think also that I remember someone saying to me that if I put a little dab of glue on, these would stay in place where I wanted them to be, and that was a little hint from someone who watches my channel, so thank you whoever did that. And I'll just say that I just did not pay any attention because I didn't even do it. But now I'm remembering, and I'm thinking that if I'm going to sew this down onto the tag this week, then I probably should put a little bit of glue to hold it in place. Let's get rid of these bits. All right, we've got contrast, we've got straight stitch, we've got a heart. Let's have a look on the tag, because I'm feeling it's a bit empty here. However, there's a bit of busyness on the back of the tag here. I think I wouldn't mind some straight stitch through here still, all right? I'm going to put a little bit of glue just to dob it down a bit. Just might put that out so it's on the front. Sew it down. Now always with paper. Now I wasn't too worried about making a frame on the back the way that Anne's been doing. Alright, so I'm just doing a straight stitch all the way around to hold it down. Or maybe I'll do back stitch. No, I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm good. It's not going to look perfect because, goodness me, it's an imperfect heart day, so the back will not be perfect. Now, I don't know if I said, did I say? I don't know. Paper, you can't do the in out wavy thing because it rips the paper. You have to just do it in and out like this. Oops, I'm not even thinking what it's going to look like on the back. How is it looking? Wonky. There you go. Now, do I want to go right across here? What do I want to do here? Maybe I want to go straight over here and make the shape of a heart. So I'm just finishing this by weaving this thread back into here. And just pulling it tight, cutting it off so as it's hidden inside there. Alright, so here we have our tag, and I remember now last week that I wrote on the back first before I did this. Now I've got... This is what I was going to use. Alright, so I've got my January, week 2. And my pen. So, 2, a heart, contrast, 2, background, straight stitch. My imperfect heart. Self-nurturance week. From overindulging, because let's face it, Christmas you do have, I had a little bit more wine than I would normally ever have, which is like 1 glass a year. So I must have had about 5 glasses over the course of a week or so. So that's actually a lot for me, and that upsets my stomach. From overindulging to looking after digestion. How's that? Here we are, week 2. Where's my... Here it is, right in front of me. Okay, so it goes... It's going to go like this. Did I get any hugs, cuddles or kisses this week? That's the question. I think it's very difficult at the moment to do that. Maybe tomorrow. Oops. There we go. This is going to be a good little set of tags when it's done. So I'll see you next week. Bye for now.